My goodness, you guys. Is Gypsy Rose already cheating on her baby daddy, Ken, with none other than her husband, Ryan Anderson? Well, Gypsy Rose's estranged husband, Ryan Anderson, seems to say yes, and he took to his TikTok account to threaten to expose Gypsy for her alleged emotional affair. I've got the video. I want to share it with you, and I want you to share with me your opinions. I gotta go take a walk after this because I've been in this room filming all day. I actually just recapped Gypsy Rose's life after a lockup show. And she already was like floundering, right? She was having her emotional affair with Ken while, living with Ryan, her husband. And so now to hear that she's the same way with Ken towards Ryan, it's a lot. But listen, I cannot feel bad for Ken because Ken knows that she is married, right? And he knew that she was married when he started knocking her up. So I don't care and I don't feel bad. I'm here for Ryan spilling the tea. Go ahead, Ryan. Let us know what happened. Off to you. Play.
And got a couple random thoughts. I did my first live today, and it was cool. I enjoyed that. Uh, but that being said, guys, it's very difficult for me to stay respectful.
Ooh.
Okay, getting to the point where I'm about to not be respectful. Okay. Uh, yes, I did text Gypsy during her live with Ken tonight. Uh, but Ken, don't let her fool you. She called me last Saturday talking about she missed me, and of course I miss you. And she said a lot of other things too. But I'm not going to go there because I want to be respectful. Uh, and it's funny. She doesn't text me back respectful to her boyfriend Ken, but she had no respect for her husband Ryan. And it's funny. Ken sitting there. You do you. You believe that? You really believe that she's being respectful? Hmm. Okay. I got receipts too, babe. So we can go there. And plus, yeah, we'll let the lawyers handle it from now on. We'll let the lawyers handle it. And believe me, they will handle it. Take it easy.
There you go.
Hey, guys.
From Ryan's mouth himself, according to Ryan, his wife, Gypsy Rose, texted him the other day talking about, I miss you, baby. And of course, Ryan responded, probably saying the same thing. And then Gypsy decided to not respond out of respect for her baby daddy, Ken. Ryan is sick of being jerked around and made to look like a stalking, crazy, obsessed, creep. And so now he's saying, Gypsy, get ready. The lawyers are going to handle this, and I have got the receipts. Wow. It is wild how much, change and turmoil and whatnot Gypsy Rose has been going through since getting released from prison. Correct me if I'm wrong, but it's not even been that long since she was released from prison. What was it, like a year, if even that? And what has happened? She went, and on the most recent episode of the show, which we just, which I just did a recap on, you'll see on my channel already. She went, she got her hair done. She went from brunette to blonde for Ken. She got her teeth done. She got her nose done. She separated from her husband, got knocked up by her mistress, and now it turns out that she's begging for her husband back or talking about missing her husband. This is exactly what happened on this week's episode of the show. She explained to her stepmom, Christy, that in the middle of the night, while Ryan was sleeping, she wakes him up and says, I got to tell you something. He goes, what? She goes, I miss Ken. And he's like, what are you talking about? Gypsy, you're married. It's time to let go of that. And so here we are, the results of what happens when you do not wait to settle down. I think it was good and smart for Gypsy to leave Ryan, right? Realizing that she was still in love with Ken and that she had so much to reconcile and she needed to live a full life outside of prison, right? But the fact that instead of taking that time to be alone and potentially even dating Ken slowly. She goes from 0 to 100 and gets knocked up by Ken. I'm not surprised that she's in this situation. I think that Gypsy just, I don't know. I feel bad for her. I think her life is always going to be chaotic. I'm going to tell you something, you guys, and it might be rude, but I want to be honest with you always on this channel about my predictions and the way I see people. I wouldn't be surprised if Gypsy like lost custody of this child because she's just in no way, in my opinion, she potentially like is not ready or fit to raise kids because she doesn't know what it's like to even be an adult or just to be free or anything like that, right? And she's just so chaotic. And if that happened, I wouldn't be surprised if, you know, Ken did not step up and then this child wound up being raised by her parents or something like that. I get the feeling that this is going to play out like those, you know, teen mom girls like Amber, like Janelle, like that type of a thing, you know? And I worry about that because she's just so incredibly unstable. This is scary. It really, really is. Gypsy, like, you really need to get it together, girl. You really need to get counseling. I'm getting nervous for you. Anyway, you guys, I'm going to go for a walk, I think. I'm going to get some fresh air. And I'll talk to you guys in the comment section, though, but I really need a breather here. This is too much. I'm gypsied out right now. I really, really, truly am. I feel terribly for Ryan being put onto this merry-go-round. And let me tell you why. Because, again, this was aired in this week's episode of the show. But basically, Gypsy said that, like, Ryan was her rebound, you know? So, like, she was never able to give him like what she felt he deserved in a marriage because she was not fully committed because she was still in love with, you know, with Ken. And so for Ryan to feel that from her firsthand, then to watch her actually say that, and then to watch her transform herself into this blonde bombshell that is Ken's type as she's living with him, right? And married to him. Then now she's propped up pregnant by someone else while she's married to you. And she's making it seem like, you know, she's over you, she's moved on, and you're just a stalker and you're obsessed. Meanwhile, behind the scenes, she's texting you, talking about she misses you. My head is spinning for Ryan. This is cruel. This is unfair. This is toxic. And it's not going to end well, especially now with Ryan talking about lawyers are involved. Gypsy, you cannot forget that you were still married to this man while you were pregnant to the next man, and you are living in the state of Louisiana that has certain laws involving all of this, right? And we discussed the laws in my recap from the show. Lots to discuss, you guys. Let me know, please, 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 what you think about all of this. Don't forget to check out my recaps for Gypsy Rose's Life After Lockup. I watch the show every week religiously using Philo, which is a streaming service similar to Netflix. I've got an affiliate link in the description box of this video if you too would like to sign up for a free trial for a 1-week membership for Philo. Okay? That's all for now. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.